I tried Kajabi and Skool, and I want to tell you exactly where my money comes from. If you're new to the channel, I'm Evolve Benton, the Speaking for Profit strategist, and I've helped speakers and consultants build million-dollar businesses around the world, from speaking in boardrooms to speaking also at campuses and also at various events. But I've also had the opportunity to start my own online business, which is Speaking for Profit University. Besides having one in-person event, all of our curriculum and training has been online, and I've had the pleasure of working from anywhere. During that time, I've utilized Kajabi and Skool, and I want to tell you which platform I think is best and better for you. So stick around until the end of the video, because I'm going to give you a gift that I think is going to help you transform your business and be in a position where you can literally work from anywhere. So I want to say this out loud. Kajabi and Skool are two amazing platforms, but they're not competing. They're literally built for two different types of creators. Both of them can be utilized, and both of them can be utilized to work from anywhere. So let's talk about why they're different and why they're not competing. Skool is an amazing platform to build community on. If you're like, you know what, I want to build a community today, I want to have features that actually engage a community and attract them, then Skool is going to be your place. You have a classroom so you can put courses. You even have your own Zoom room so that you can schedule calls with people. But really the energy behind Skool is all about community building. Whereas Kajabi is an all-in-one platform that allows you to build an online business. But that online business does not have to be a community. It could be a course. It could be a coaching program. It could be a paid podcast. It could just be a downloadable PDF or maybe an ebook that you have. And they also have a community feature. So when you're thinking to yourself, I have a business where I might have multiple products and services that I want to provide for people, and community is important, but it's not necessarily the foundation, I would go with Kajabi. If you're coming right out of it and you're like, I want to literally build a community of people, a community of followers, a community of people who really trust me, then that's going to be Skool. They're just two different places. They're not competing. They're just utilized for two different strategies. So that's why it cracks me up when I see people create a video called like Kajabi versus Skool. Literally, I have both of the platforms. I just utilize them for different parts of my business. But I know you probably want an actual comparison. So let's talk about some of the features that both of them have. And what's the difference when it comes to Kajabi and Skool? Let's talk about Kajabi first. What are some of the cool features that Kajabi has that's going to allow you to build a business that you can literally utilize and work from anywhere? So there are quite a few features that Kajabi has. But the ones that I think that really stand out that are a lot different from Skool are, one, you can have drip content, which means someone can come in and start your course and you can drip out the content to them depending on how you want to. Let's say you have a 4-week program and you want people to get new content every week. You can literally drip it out so that people aren't able to move ahead when it comes to that course. You can also have group programs. So maybe you want to have like a 4 or 8 month program that you support your clients with. You can build that out as well. And that's a lot different than some of the aspects that you can do on Skool. The other thing that I really love about Kajabi, which I've utilized, and it's really made my clients feel like the course that they took from me had a lot of credibility, is that you can have a certification of completion at the end of your course on Kajabi. And this is all automated. So someone comes in, they purchase the course, and on the back end, they can get already created like email sequences from you, information from you from day one till completion that allows them to move through the course. So you can create a great asynchronous product without having to do a heavy lifting when it comes to delivery. That's one of the things that I really, really love about Kajabi. The other thing is that many of us have like content that we're creating on a regular basis. Let's say you have a podcast or you have a show that you do on a regular basis like this one. We drop videos on this channel once a week. Maybe you want to make your content paid content that's behind a paid wall. You can set it up where you create an actual podcast on Kajabi, and it is a paid podcast, and people can pay you one time. They can pay you on a subscription basis, or they can even pay you monthly or annually. I love that because it really takes the onus off of the creator to always create things for free and really put you in the position to monetize some of your great content. The other thing that I'll share that I think is just a really, it stands out for me as one of their best perks when it comes to Kajabi is that you have the ability to create your own app. So let's say you had an app that you wanted to create and you're a fitness coach, or maybe you teach people how to play the piano or teach people various languages in the world. You can create your own app in the App Store, and Kajabi will help you set that up, and the back end will be set up in the Kajabi system. That is game changer, y'all. To have something where people around the world can literally download your app and have it built by Kajabi, it's just such a lifesaver. So those are some of Kajabi's features. Now let's talk a little bit about Skool. So when we talked about those email sequences and all of that, Skool doesn't have that. There's no native way for you to email your community participants. Now you can get in contact with them and post messages or not post messages. You can get in contact with them and post in the Skool community, and that can go out every 48 hours. But after that, you would have to have some type of backup system, whether that was a go high level or a constant contact, where you literally would be able to email and communicate with some of your participants on Skool. So it also doesn't have any automation or funnels, right? You can create landing pages on Kajabi. You can't do that on Skool, but you can set up some type of automations within Zapier on your Skool platform that make that process a little bit easier for you. What I do love about Skool that I think is great when it comes to the community platform, particularly, is the leaderboard. Having a leaderboard really keeps people engaged, and you can unlock features within your community on the leaderboard. So you can say, hey, when someone gets to level 4, they can book a call with me. Or when someone gets to level 6, they get access to this course. Or when someone gets to level 7, they get a photo shoot from me if you're a photographer. So you can gamify it and really have people engaged within your community, which is one of the benefits of the Skool platform. One more thing when we're thinking about the comparison, we talked a lot about Kajabi's features, but I want to talk to you a little bit more about the Skool features. You can have a classroom within Skool. You can go live and have a webinar or have a group meeting with some of your participants. You can set it up where you all have different levels of where people can participate. So let's say you wanted to have tiers in your Skool community. You could have it where some people pay for free. Some people aren't paying anything. Some people are paying maybe $9 a month or $99 a month. People are paying annually. And based off of their tier, you can give them different access, which I think is just really cool, and it makes it extremely helpful. The other thing that I love about Skool and why I think that it's a great platform for community building is that there are all other Skool communities on the platform, and Skool will actually amplify your community and share it and advertise it on the platform. So if someone's looking up right now on Skool how to become a better communicator or how to public speak, my actual Skool community will pop up, and it's bringing in some of that external traffic, where Kajabi is more of a private and closed platform, and it doesn't really advertise your community in the same way. So let's talk a little bit about the thing that you all are probably wanting to know, which is the price comparison. Right now, you can get started with Skool for as low as $9 a month. $9 a month. You can start a Skool community. So I know I got some folks watching this video, and you probably have aspirations similar to me. Maybe you want to move abroad at some point to somewhere where more affordable cost of living, which I think is really, really cool. And you want to start a business that has low expenses. Maybe that is a Skool community, because $9 a month, you can get started, start to build your community, and then you can get other things like Zapier or Go High Level or Constant Contact to hold your emails, or you can use Lovable AI to create your landing pages, whatever it may be. But you could start off with $9. They also have a $99 plan, right, that you can utilize as well. The features don't change when it comes to Skool, depending on which plan that you choose. What changes is your transactions. as far as the fees when people pay you for that school community. So you can kind of do the math and decide which one is best for you, but they do take more of a transactional fee when you pay the $9 compared to the $99. So what I've seen some creators do is start off with a $9 school community and then upgrade because they have more people in their community at some point. The other aspect of it is you can have an actual URL that's customized when you have the $99 plan. So if you wanted to have like school/piano lessons, or if I wanted to have school/speaking for profit as my URL, and I wanted that to be customized, I could only do that with a $99 plan. And there might be some other things, but mainly the features are very much the same, which I appreciate. The founders that created that really created something that's accessible for creators. Kajabi, on the other hand, I believe the lowest plan as of the recording of this video is around $89 to $99 a month. However, with that, you get a complete online business. That's going to be everything from email marketing to landing pages. Like I told you, if you want to do a coaching program, if you wanted to do an online course. So it's really giving you an all-in-one platform, and running your business for $100 a month. I don't care where you live in the world. That's actually a steal, especially if you're making anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 a month, which could be really great for you, your business, and your affordability if you decide to work from anywhere. So both of them do have plans that can support you depending on where you're at as a creator and where you're getting started. I always say this: in order to start an online business and to work from anywhere, I want you to have at least $500 to invest in your business to get started. Save $500 to get started, invest it in the platform that you're going to utilize, invest it in some marketing, maybe invest it in a nice webcam or camera that you can use so that you're able to communicate with your audience. If you're moving somewhere abroad, or even if you're going to be here in the United States, if you're watching from here, you might want to get some really good internet or a VPN. So I think the foundational thing is like you need at least $500 to get started. Can you get started with $100, $200? Yes, but you're going to be like really pushing yourself. And what I find is it's easier to be a creator that makes money when you're having fun and doing it and you're not stressed out financially. So let's talk about the other part that you might be thinking about when it comes to Kajabi and Skool, which is monetization. How can you make money? I would say that Kajabi wins on this side of things because Skool is starting to get there, but Kajabi has various ways people can pay you, right? Like they can pay you for a one-time service. It could be monthly. It could be a subscription. It could be annually. You can even set it up where people can pay different prices. So let's say you wanted to have a one-time fee of a pay in full price of $5,000. Then you can have also a payment plan where it's maybe $1,000 a month. Then you can have an extended payment plan where it's $500 a month. And the last thing that I love that has been game changer for me and my business when it comes to Kajabi is Kajabi actually has a financing department. So they have Kajabi payments, which means if people have Apple Pay or Affirm or Klarna, they can apply for that through Kajabi's platform and you get paid in full. And then they have that partnership with that financing company to continue to pay off whatever that amount is that they owe you, whether that's $100 or $10,000. So that's what I love about Kajabi. Now, Skool does have it now where people can pay monthly, one-time payments. You can do tiered, so you can have it almost like when you go to Starbucks, right? You can have something that is for free, something that is like a medium tier, or something that's a VIP tier. So they are starting to move in that direction, but I do find that Kajabi has a lot more flexibility when it comes to the payment and the payment process. So let's talk about where my money actually comes from when I think about these platforms. Foundationally, I've made more money on Kajabi. I think at this point, I've made almost $500,000 on the platform. And it's because of some of the things we just talked about as far as monetization. I've been able to collect payments in full with people working with me in coaching programs for $20,000, $30,000 for the year. but I've also been able to have 5-day challenges where people paid one-time payments of $97 or two-time payments of $50. So the variety of ways that people have paid me have been through Kajabi, but I've also been with the platform a lot longer. Skool just got started and I just moved over there because I really want to build the most diverse speaking and consulting community. So I moved the community side to Skool and I kept the rest of the business on Kajabi. So I would say that I've made more money on Kajabi because the process there has been more easeful for me. However, when it comes to Skool, there are various other ways that you're able to build income, and I'm excited to explore some of those. Two of the ways that you're able to build more income within Skool that I think might be interesting for you are one, through Skool affiliates and through your own affiliates. So on Skool, if you go into the platform, you will have a unique code that you can give to anyone who's interested in joining Skool. I'm actually going to give it to you today. If you go in the description and click here, you click my link, you'll be able to join Skool. And every month, Skool will give me a kickback. Every month that you stay and you host a community there, I get 40%. So let's say that you decide to sign up for the $99 plan. I would get about $40, right, from that, based off of you sticking around every month when it comes to being on the Skool platform. That's really cool. It's great that they have that type of affiliate program. But let's say you wanted to create your own affiliate program and you had a Skool community and it costs $100 a month and you're being generous and you're like, everyone who refers someone to this Skool community, you're going to get 50% of an affiliate. So you're going to get $50 a month for every person that you refer as long as they stay. Now, not only do they get the money, which is cool because you're being generous, you're building community. That's one of the ways that we can all really engage and build community, is building our own economy. But what I love about it, which has been phenomenal for me, is that it all happens within the Skool platform. So you don't have to worry about paying these people out from PayPal or sending out checks. Literally, Skool will take the money and send it to them, and you'll be able to see it on the back end. So that's what I love about it. It just happens there and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to send money. You don't have to check in. Skool is going to take care of all of that for you, which just makes the process a lot easier. So I will say, yes, made more money on Kajabi, but I do see, as I continue to build out more amazing content on Skool, continue to build my community, and continue to do videos like this where I share with you some of the aspects of how I'm building my Skool community, how I'm growing it. Of course, eventually that affiliate income will start to come in, and I'll be sure to share with you in future videos what that process looks like. I want to say this, even though I've made more money on Kajabi, that's not going to say that Kajabi is a better platform. Like I said in the beginning, it just really depends on what you're building and what your intention is for your business. If you're building a robust online business and you know you're going to have multiple products and services, go with Kajabi. If your intention is to build a really strong community and you want people to know about it from all around the world and you want that support from Skool, then go with Skool. So let's land the plane. Now that you know the difference between each platform, you've got to decide where you're going to start. Information is great, y'all, but if you don't implement, then you're not going to build this business that actually allows you to work from anywhere. So I want to know from you, put it in the comments. Which one are you going to start? Are you going to start with Skool first, or are you going to start with Kajabi? Remember, at the beginning of this video, I told you I had a gift for you. I actually have two. So one, I have a guide. It's called Work From Anywhere. And it's literally going to break down to you some of the strategies that I've utilized within Kajabi and within Skool to build my community and to build my online business. I also break down in there some cool places that you could move to abroad if you wanted to, and what it would take in your online business in order to move there and for it to be affordable for you. So I'm going to give you that guide. You're going to see it in the description. The other thing is I want to offer you an opportunity to get started with both platforms for free today. So if you look in the description, you'll see a link to Start with Skool. If you start with Skool today, you get a 14-day trial to get started and to try it out and to start building up your community. What you're going to do is you're going to start your community, and then you're going to use that guide to help you to grow it. Then, if you look below there, you're going to also see that there's a 30-day trial to Kajabi that I'm going to give you access to. So if you want to get started with Kajabi today, you click there, you get started. And on the back end, I'm going to actually give you a course called Course to Profit, where I teach you how to build your first online course on Kajabi. So whether you choose Skool or Kajabi as your platform, you're going to get a gift that allows you to grow. What I don't want you to do is to live in scarcity and choose both of them, because what we do know is if your attention is divided, you're not going to be successful. So I want you to do something honest for yourself today. Pick one platform. Pick one platform. Download the guide. Use my affiliate link so that you continuously get gifts and get support. And then come back in maybe the next 30 days and let us know. How did it go? How's your business doing? What are you deciding to build? Because what I know is that implementation is going to take you to the next level. Action is going to actually get you moving. And when your community or your online business is built, you're going to have so much transformation. So thank you for watching this video. If it was helpful, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to share this with someone else who wants to build an online business that allows them to work from anywhere. See you in the next video. Peace.